there. We're going to talk about fractions again today. Last time we were together for math, we talked about halves. Today, we're going to talk about fourths or 1/4. So if you want to get your Play-Doh out again and a knife, you can. So just pause me and you can go get your supplies. Like Friday, we're going to roll a ball and then flatten it out like a pancake. Now we already talked about halves. So when you want to divide something into fourths, you first have to divide it in half. Now remember, when you divide something in half, it's equal on both sides. So let's first divide it in half. So there, I divided my pancake in half right down the middle. But now I want to divide it into fourths. And fourths, it's like when we have halves, when we have 2 equal parts, we want to have 4 equal parts or 4 equal shares. So this time I'm going to cut right across the middle. Look at, I have 4 equal shares. And we call this 1/4 or fourths. So if you were to write this, if you wanted to talk about this one piece of my pancake, you would say it's one piece out of 4. 1/4. Another way to say it, here I have a picture of my pancake divided into 4 equal parts and a cracker divided into 4 equal parts. And some of the names that they have for 1/4 is a quarter. So it's just 1/4 of that whole pancake. 1/4, or 1 out of 4 equal shares, or 1 out of 4 parts. So those are other ways to say 1/4. Also, I have another picture of my pizza, and it shows the pizza cut into 4 equal parts. See how they cut it right down the middle, and then they cut across. So this part right here, this share would be 1/4 of the whole pizza. So there's one piece out of 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1/4. Well, we are going to work on page 163 together in our workbook. So go grab your workbook. This is the page that we're going to do, page 163. Now, on number 1, they say show how to share 1 cracker equally among 4 people. So a cracker is a square or a rectangle. So go ahead and draw a square or rectangle. And then show me, how would you divide that equally among 4 people? And this is how I decided to divide mine. Do they all look about the same size? They do. No one's getting any bigger or a smaller piece. They're all equal. Number 2 says show another way to share 1 cracker equally among 4 people. So again, we have to share it with 4 people. We have to divide it into fourths, but differently. I want to see how you do yours. You think about a way you can do yours, and I'll show you mine. Just a minute. Another way to divide the cracker equally would be like this. See those triangles? They're all about the same size. And that would be another way to show how you could share that cracker with 4 different people equally. Number 3 says draw lines to show how to share the pancake equally among 4 people. It's kind of like our pizza. So that's how we're going to divide it among 4 people equally. So go ahead and draw the lines on your pancake. Just like that. And number 4 says write a name for 1 of the equal shares of the pancake. Now remember, we talked about different names for these different shares of the pancake or the pizza. You could just write 1/4 like this. Or you could call it a quarter. You could just say quarter. You could say 1/4. You can say 1 out of 4 equal shares or 1 out of 4 equal parts. That would be a way to name that one little piece. So go ahead and write a name for one of the equal shares of pancake in that space. After you do that, we are going to have you work on page 164. So turn the page. And let's look at what we have to do on this page. On number 1, it says draw a polygon with 4 vertices. Now remember, what does a polygon have to be? It has to be flat. It has to have at least 3 or more straight sides. But this one tells us they want you to draw one with 4 vertices. What's a vertice? Remember, it's the corners. So draw a shape with 4 corners. How many sides does it have? And write the answer right there in the line. Number 2 says choose a unit, a pencil, a paper clip, choose a unit, pencils, paper clips, journals, whatever you'd like to use, and how long is your leg? So use something to measure your leg. You could use a marker, you could use paper clips, you could use a stick, and then you have to be sure to write the unit. So be sure to tell me how long it is. So you could say it's 20 markers. If you just wrote 20, I wouldn't know what you used to measure your leg with. So you have to at least tell me what you used. 20 sticks or 20 paper clips. Let me know what you used to measure your leg. Number 3, you have to draw and solve. It says Kaylee has lost 12 teeth. Wyatt has lost 6 teeth. How many more teeth has Kaylee lost than Wyatt? So you could draw that here, and then you can tell me how many teeth they've lost. Number 4, you're going to subtract. And remember, they just wrote it up and down. So the first one says 13 take away 6 equals. This line right here just means equals. Equals what? And you write the answer below the line. So you're going to do those subtraction problems, and it says write an addition fact you could use to solve 16 take away 8. Remember, we were talking about how you can turn a subtraction problem into an addition problem? And when we do addition, just here's a helpful hint. Remember, the bigger number is always going to be your answer. So hopefully that will help you. And then number 5, it says, use base 10 blocks to help you. How is exchanging 10 tens for 1 100 like exchanging 10 ones for 1 10? Ooh, that's really going to get you thinking. Try your best to explain it right here. Okay? And you might have to have your mom or dad reread that to you out loud. But just think about it, and just whatever you're thinking in your brain, write it down here at the bottom. Because I want to know how you're thinking about that problem. All right? And that's math for today. Have fun.